right here. How you can mod the game to make it so you can play as one of these thralls is first thing you need to do is go to the race. So in here, you just type in no skeleton no head. Change playable from false to true. After that, go to race group. For a character to be playable, like a race to be playable, it needs to be set as playable, true, and it needs to be a part of a group. So I added it to the skeleton group, which, funnily enough, it's not a part of. Hey, Farrah, how you doing? So that is the new mod we have active right now. One just called Thrall. Now what I'll be doing is I will be doing the Freedom Seeker start in Grey Desert. You're happy? Didn't you have something coming in the mail? Or was that somebody else? We'll be doing Freedom Seeker, Grey Desert start. That was you? Got the memory of... well, I guess myself. Cool, man. There he is. We'll call him the Brian. Because, you know, he doesn't know that he should be called the Brain, and he typos. Perfect. Now, at the very start, we do have a head. Like our health, we have head health. If we save the game, and we load the game, that will fix itself. Trying to code again? I wish you the best of luck, man. I really do. You got this, man. You can do it. Not much else I can say other than that. Alrighty. Grab myself a single skeleton repair kit. I got a pair of tools as well. And let's go. Alright. Having 120 health is a little frightening. But we'll make do. I got one repair kit just in case things go south. And I end up getting myself hit early on. That being said, though, I'm probably going to loot one of the repair kits. Well, two of them, from a ruin on our way to Black Desert City. Maybe, we'll see. I'll think about it. Look at that staggering 18 miles an hour. Real speed demon. It's very important when you're running around, especially the skim sand, to keep an eye on the ground. You do not want to walk into a skimmer group and end your run early. Attack the Samurai Gate Sergeant right there. Now kite them and their friends to the Black Desert. Not the city, to be clear, just the Black Desert. Gate Sergeant is still on me, thank goodness. Sometimes you'll have like a skimmer group that will aggro the guards. I'm just thankful that they did not aggro them away from us. That's a gate guard. Okay, we're fine. We have to avoid the Holy Nation troops over there too, because they might cause some trouble. Okay, we should be okay. That's a random guy, so that's fine. Alright, 2 times speed. Go ahead and loop over here again. Let the game load. Skill something real quick. That way the person will hopefully follow me. There we go. The sergeant was the last one not knocked unconscious, so they gave up on following us. Is basically what happened there. Masterwork, sure. Fancy. Alright. Well, let me check my money real quick. I should get the repair kit. No, we're fine, we're fine. The more I think about it, I think we're okay. I was considering using the Falling Sun today. I think I might still, but we should have enough money from their weapon, that weapon, and their armor here to be able to afford the Falling Sun blueprint. If they happen to have it for sale, and that's all I really care about right now. Alright, we have a patrolling spider right there. Gotta watch out. Not to run into that. Alrighty. And unlike an Agnew run, we can talk people. However, due to the fact that I am playing as a no-head skeleton, I think it's within my rights to steal in this run. Which is why I have my a pair of tools right here. Now, I'm not going to steal from the scrap house. I don't have a death wish. I am planning on stealing from the robotic shop right over here when we get to that point. Alright, that is enough money for the weapon. Also for a few few repairs, thankfully. Take her right there. Let's not run into it. Okay, please have the blueprint. It'd be great if you had the blueprint. This code is a blue color. I got it. Red. Awesome. Perfect. Oh, they're actually not dead yet. That was a little bit of a mistake. But another we can't fix. Go down right there. Let's go get our gear. Well, by gear, I mean, do I want to get the robotic limbs right now? I kind of do. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. Get them. Kind of forgot I sold stuff there already. Okay, they have a left scout leg. Skeleton left and right. Right scout leg. Right fast work. Good. Okay. can use lockpicking on this one because this one will be a lot faster to open with lockpicking than, you know, open with strength. Right lifter arm. Alrighty. KLR left too. I don't think I'm going to be going for the KLR limbs, honestly, like the legs. I don't feel I can justify that. Now we just sit here and we wait. Meat wrap. That really does not look edible, does it? Looks like a rock on some aluminum foil. Not very appetizing, if you ask me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cut this lock once we're done cutting it. Hopefully there'll be like a left lifter arm, so we have the right there, right? Yeah, I believe so. I think they have like 3 right master warps. Then we'll go toughness train. We're not going to lose our limbs the normal way I do on a skeleton. We're going to use the way I normally lose them in like an increased population run. Dang. A lot of left KLRs. Okay, let's go ahead and start off by going over here and getting that left. Oh, we were not caught. How about that? Now I got caught now. Left, right. Left specialist. Now we want to go get the righty, which I've already forgotten the location of. There it is. I could get backup limbs too. Arms would be a good idea. I should have gotten the thief arm in hindsight, but that's fine. Speaking of things that are fun, us taking a few hits is perfectly okay. We have armor, so we're not going to take that much damage in the end. And unlike when we play Agnew, we don't have to worry about a random, like, you know, rogue hit to the head. And stomach hits could still be lethal. Potentially. You know, I think we're okay. Go ahead and save and load real quick. That way those guys will return back home. Alright, so we have a faker right there in front of us we gotta be careful not to walk into. No problem. Now we are going to still need to recruit a character if you want to craft yourself a Falling Sun to do research, or we'll do research on our own. Let me think. There might be enough building material to do the research we need. Are there enough books, though? There might be. We need 2 books in total. We'll need 5 plus 3, so we need 8 building material. I think there are 2 books in total in the ruins. Oh, also, of course, we can just buy them. I keep forgetting. We're not playing Agnew. The character we're holding right now died all the way back there. So I should be able to save and load to cause them to despawn my hand now. I just want to get far enough away where I felt like I was almost like, you know, guaranteed at least to do that. There we are. They're gone, and we still have the double strength XP. Putting us up to 15% strength XP gained instead of like 7.5. It's not a lot, but it's something, you know? And that's all that matters in the end. Now we're just looking for the 42 group, you know, as always. Little bull group over there. Nothing yet. We have a small bandit group there and a bull group back behind us. A single bandit. Wow. Holy Nation Outlaw. The same thing as a bandit. They attack you. Potentially. If they notice you. Just like Starving Bandit would. Wolfed in. 24 got not wiped out. Or wolfed in. Okay. Big bull group. Big bull group. That's unfortunate. Alright, looks like we're going to be heading up back to the north again. Yeah, looking like it. Oh, combat? Was a bone dog probably attacking a bandit? The combat's already over, so I'm guessing that one Holy Nation Outlaw we saw got taken out. Yep. Headless Brian. You're right. He's got a big Brian, too. I have my backpack off right now. That way I can get a bit of strength XP. While we're just, you know, slowly moving our way around. Man, oh man, oh man. A small bandit group. Again, every single squad that we see while we're here. Hey, Unstabilified, how you doing, man? Has a 1 in 6 chance of being the one we want. We're just, not that lucky right now. A small group, another, small, well, a small-ish bull group. A larger small group, or it could be a smaller big group. One of the two. Yeah, there is a single book over here. Ah, they showed up. As soon as I was considering doing research to be able to make our falling sun, 2 of them showed up. Alright, I ain't gonna complain. Let's do this. Now, as a skeleton no-head, we have pretty crazy hit chances. It's 140 chest, 140 stomach. You know, standard for most, I would say, like, good races in the game. Then we have an 80 left arm, normal. 60 right arm, normal. Both of her legs are 20. Not so normal. In other words, normally I would take my chest armor off right now, because just in case we get, like, really unlucky and my legs get hit like crazy, I don't have to do that today. Because if our legs happen to go down below 0 health, somebody out there hates us. some kind of like higher power, you know? Left arm below 0. I'm not gonna complain about that. That means we'll get 4 times toughness XP, at least for a short time. Important to note that we do actually have a heal rate of 3, but we only have 120 health, so we don't heal as fast as Agnew. We actually heal slower than a normal skeleton does. A normal skeleton heals around 4 health every 22 minutes of game time for stun damage. For cut damage, it's 1,000 in each body part. We only heal 3.6 for stun damage. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you max out the squad size multiplier, you will definitely not get any XP. Okay, all good. I did just get an idea, though. And that idea is... I want to go check for the other limbs that we want. I'm trying to decide what to do first, because I would like to go to Flats Lagoon. That way I can get a large backpack, and then we can go to Fishman Island to toughness train, because that'll make toughness training a lot easier. Right now we're taking not too much damage, but, you know, it's a bit slow. And we want to go to Fishman Island anyway, because we'll be losing our limbs over here later on. So we're already going to be in that area. And so I need 3 building materials. I cannot fit those in my inventory with what I'm currently holding right now. No, technically I can. But then I'd still need the iron plates for later. We'll see. We're going to head back to... Actually, no, don't even go to Black Desert City. We can get better robotic limbs later. We can just go ahead and make our way down towards Flats Lagoon. When we get to Flats Lagoon, we can buy a small shack there. We can buy 2 books, a large backpack. We'll need a little bit of money before we get there, though. So how am I going to get a little bit of cash? We're running a Tower of Abuse? Yeah. And either way, I'm already planning on getting building material and iron plates and stuff where I'm going. So I might as well ditch the building material. Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I ditched the building material. Take off your pants too, that way we go faster. And I could even craft the weapon afterwards. I think I craft the weapon afterwards. Yeah. We just go to Flats Lagoon, we lay down a repair bed, we get a large backpack. Then we go to toughness train the rest of the way. Then try to lose our limbs. I do still have the tools, don't I? Nope, I ditched them. I need to make sure I pick up a new pair. We'll get them for sure, before we need them. Hey, 2 fakers right there. I like that. We're going a bit slower, but that's okay. Could still go there to get some money. I can get the tools as well. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. I'm basically playing this entire run. By ear? I think by ear is the phrase. Effectively, I'm figuring out what I want to do as we go through the run. Oh, excuse me. As we go through the run. There we go. That's how I wanted you to look. Like that. I like that. I think like that. Like that looks better. Alright, so we're going to the... what's it called again? Abandoned way station, or destroyed way station. When we get there, we can get 2 repair kits. We can get a pair of tools. I can also go to Tower of Abuse and potentially get a... I could lay down a repair bed there. I could also potentially get my hands on like some ancient science books. I believe sometimes an AI core can also be inside of an unlocked container. I'm not sure on that one. But 25k would basically fund us for the entire run for what we need. Kind of. Now we'll need more money because we need to get a falling sun to, excuse me, actually use for combat and also to strength training with. We could also opt to use a fragment axe and not limit ourselves to use only a specific type of weapon, like quote-unquote type. I think that might be the right play because of the type of run we're doing today. Yeah. Playing by ear originates playing music without any music sheets. You just play whatever's right. I would say that's pretty accurate to what we're doing then. You do have a repair kit. It's right inside your backpack, my friend. Now we are going to get, you know, smacked a bit here. But, that's fine. Grab that skeleton repair kit right there. That one right there. And there's a pair of tools. Awesome. And thanks for letting me know. And how you doing today, by the way, I'm stupefied? How you been? Oh, and little heads up, guys. Tomorrow, this time for sure, I'll be playing multiplayer with Pneumonia, Thief, and Tension. Unlike normal, though, I'm going to be playing a game I've not played before. Pneumonia actually gifted me Helldivers 2. I'm not very good at gun games, but I did the tutorial. That way I can know, like, the basics of the game. And I also didn't know if it would let me, like, you know, play multiplayer without playing the tutorial. You never know. And, yeah, I'm just gonna be excited to play with them. I'm really looking forward to it. Almost all repaired. Okay. I did consider, and there we go, nice. I did consider in this run, like, changing Agnew to be a no-head, and then using him, but I figured that would be a little bit too unbalanced. You know? Starting out with 50 strength right at the get-go would be a little bit too much, I feel. Hey, knock me out, see what I care. Oh no, you KO'd me. Jerk. Don't tell him to come back here, Brian. Just KO me, please. Thank you. Alright, let's go. You bought some lenses for your camera. You got some cool pictures of stars when the moon was dark. Nice, dude. I recently have had the, I think the name of the subreddit is literally, space... Well, you know what the other word is. People post some really cool images on that subreddit. It was a different one. Here, let me open it in a different tab over here on the side. Just in case I'm remembering the name incorrectly. Okay, it's r/spaceporn. Is the name of it. Oh, I wanted to make sure I remembered the correct name of the subreddit, and I wasn't just talking about something else. Or linking people to something else. Or were you answering, like, what it's called? Space. Alright, so we're going to top this train in Fishman Island because they do so little damage to us. Thanks to our race we're playing. Hey, man. Where's your favorite place to train more than one character's attack stat? Burning Forest. If you crank up the population to the max, Burning Forest is very solid. You can get your attack on each one of your guys, if they're like humanoid characters, because they can be affected by dust storms, up to like 80-ish, very easily, in the Burning Forest, in like no time. And like low level 80, if you have like a squad of 5 people, is more than enough to take care of a lot in the game. I'm pretty sure like 580 stat characters could probably fight Cat-Lon, right? I'd be surprised if they couldn't. People with telescopes and incredible what people can see? Yeah, it is. And hey, man, how you doing? You're playing the silly skeleton while hanging around, but not sure if you can stay for the whole stream? Hey, I completely understand. No worries, man. No worries at all. Actually, let me go ahead and buy those back. I'll sell the AI core. Buy a large backpack. Now I'll sell more stuff over here. I dislike when that happens. No problem, dude. No problem at all. Happy to help. What happened there was I kind of, like a dummy, forgot that stores open at 6 o'clock, not at, whenever I happen to get to the town. And I started smashing down the door. So now they're not too happy with me. Ah, dang it, I can't trade that guy. Okay, I need to sit here and just wait for a moment then. I have my armor on, that's good. Talk to him before he notices. Okay, good. AI core down. Cool, 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 cool. Now we'll go to the Ranger shop. Talk to them before they notice. Good. Alright, good deal. Easy peasy. And we'll be back later on. It's a bit of a shame that we're going to have a little bit of wear damage, but so be it. It's fine. It was my mistake. Alright, save and load. Let's hope that the guys in the town will still trade me later. And the one guy I care about will definitely trade me, as I didn't commit a crime near him. Did you think about all those swirling balls and clouds and colorful energy that just exists out there? It is. Makes you really think, like, what are the chances that there's like a planet out there that is able to, have life grow on it, like ours. Sometimes thinking about that type of stuff fills me with a little bit of dread. It's like, man, it's like infinitely large. But then also, part amazement as well. Alright, let's get moving. And speaking of Burning Forest, I think I might train up my attack today there. We'll see. We shall see. Hey there, nomads. The plan is basically, we're going to toughness train, we're going to lose our limbs. Are you going to crash when you remove your limbs? How are you going to replace your limbs without crashing? Without crashing? I don't know what you mean. Lose all your limbs without crashing. Has somebody been spreading some misinformation? Saying that, No heads can't lose their limbs. To be clear, I am going to be using a peeler machine to lose my limbs. Nope, it doesn't. Way back in the day, it used to. Like, way back. Like, old patches, if I remember correctly. But it does not crash you. I would know. I've done plenty of Iron Stick runs where we would put every single Storm Thrall inside of a peeler machine to finish them off. Otherwise, they would keep getting back up. The wiki says it does? Okay, thank you very much for letting me know that. I've been trying to hunt down all the misinformation on the wiki. We're at a pretty good point right now. I'm guessing it's on the no-head page, right? I'll correct that while we're heading to our destination. Because it does not cause a crash. Somebody probably has a mod active and then put that it causes a crash. I have not once in all of my time playing Kenshi ever crashed when putting a skeleton no-head inside of a peeler machine, or myself. It might be under peeler machine. It might be under peeler machine. There is a known issue that when putting a Thrall in a peeler machine, your game will crash your desktop. This is due to an unintended bug where the game cannot detect the head anatomy part that's presented with all other characters. Let me go ahead and remove that. Thank you very much for letting me know. This bug does not exist anymore, if it even did in the past. Okay. I want to put a reason why I edited it. No. Now, here's the thing. When you're playing solo, you can't put yourself in your own peeler machine. Because it's a cage. It's kind of like putting yourself in your own cage. You're not able to do that. We're going to have to put ourselves in a Skin Bandit peeler machine. There's only one place in the game that is safe to do that. The Horrible Ruin over here. That's the only place where there are Skin Bandits that, you know, live, like, quote-unquote, live in a town that don't have the AI goal to either put you back inside a peeler machine when you get out or attack you when you're inside a peeler machine. So it's the only place we can do that. Whenever we do like a one-handed run, which we do from time to time, I lose my limbs there. Because losing my limbs the normal way is impossible. They won't take skeletons? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up a random victim. Volunteer. We're going to put them in the peeler machine. We're then going to use our tools to weaken the lock to the point where we can break up strength. Then we can go in the peeler machine and out of it at will. We can go into their cages. Kind of like how you can go into another cage made by somebody else. We just can't go into our own cage. I.e., you know, own peeler machine. Trust me, I've tried. Now, to be clear, there are a few tricks you can do to be able to get into a peeler machine of your own. You have to like kind of walk right in front of it and bump into it, but you're not actually in it. You're just getting damaged by it. And it stops damaging you the moment that any of your limbs go down below 0. Well, your arms go down below 0. Or if your legs go down below your KO point. Okay, we are getting toughness XP. Fantastic. This place is the best place in the entire game if you're playing Skeleton to toughness train. Originally, when I made my toughness guide, I was going to cover this area for skeletons exclusively, but decided to make my guide for like every race basically. Found a funny bug with beep and peeler machines. If you shift click beep on the peeler machine so it's his task, he'll sit there and scream forever. Oh, Deoxys. That's the bug I was talking about. Keep beep away from that peeler machine. When he is screaming, his clothing is getting ripped to pieces. Once his clothing is gone, he'll start getting damaged. We one time peeled our own masterwork ARAGs because we didn't know that. That's a really sad thing to lose. Yeah. We lost it when we were fighting the Stone Golem too. Like, we were in AdMag fighting against the Shut Kingdom, putting some of them in peeler machines. I think it was like an Iron Stick run. And we lost our Masterwork ARAG because we got too close to the peeler machine and it didn't notice. Oh, but anyway, speaking about like how good this place is, on like Agnew, Soldier Bot, you can train your toughness from 1 all the way up to 100 in around 2 days of game time. Assuming nothing goes wrong, of course. Now, we only have like 120 max health, so we're gonna heal a lot slower, so we can't do it as fast as Agnew can, but yeah. You realize actually peeling them? Yeah, it was. It definitely was. They eat you. They eat you if you're not a skeleton with these guys. Yeah, these dudes, if you're not a skeleton, they'll pick you up and they'll put you on one of their poles. And then they'll start attacking you. How long it takes for them to decide to attack you, it kind of randomizes a little bit. They might attack you instantly, they might wait like a few minutes, they might wait like an hour. You never know. $94. I might go for 95, I might go for a little bit higher. I'll think about it. I do kind of wish I had a little bit of cut damage on myself, though, I will say. As I can't issue a repair command currently. Which I would love to do to be able to farm up a little bit of robotics. Actually, you know what? I can. Here. Save the game, load the game. That might still work, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright guys, well, while we are healing up, we're just going to keep leveling up our robotics. If you don't have enough cut damage in yourself, you're not able to click yourself to issue a command to repair. But if you're unconscious, like still not woken up yet, you can save the game and load it, and provided you know where I'm at, you have robotics enabled as a job, like a task. Your character will repair themselves while playing dead, when they finally wake up. I'll do this until I get my stomach health back up to around 0. You had a mod crisis. Hey, Belug, how you doing? Well, we are doing the Freedom Seeker start. I just made a mod real quick to make it so we could start as a skeleton no-head. We're basically the old soldier right now. We ran to Tengu's vault, pulled the guards over to Black Desert, then proceeded to, take the armor from the Samurai Gate Sergeant. That's what we're using currently. Ran to Black Desert, took a few limbs, as you can see, right in here. And then ran through Tower of Abuse to get some money. Sold stuff to Flats Lagoon, and then came over here to Toughness Train. We are still getting Toughness XP, yeah? Yeah, we're getting like 2%. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. I would consider going to a different group to pull more, but I'm a little afraid I might go over the cap, and I'll regret that. You want to make sure? Yeah. And for anyone who's interested about, modding the game to make it so you can play as a certain race, for a race to be playable, it needs to be in a group and be set to playable. So if you go to, Skeleton No Head and you click on playable, change false to true, you also have to add them into the skeleton group. So that's what I did. You decide what weapon to use. Yes. I'm not going to, kind of pigeonhole myself into using a specific named weapon, but we're going to use heavy weapons. I think it would be kind of fitting. You know, we're playing a no-head to kind of take a little bit of revenge on Cat-Lon, you know, use his weapon. Strength train on our brethren. It could be cool. Also use Stone Golem's weapon. I'm not a masochist. I don't think I'll go that far. That weapon is like one of the weapons you use if you play Agnew, basically. Because although we are a skeleton, we heal slower than normal skeleton. Due to our low max health, you know. Strength training stream. I mean, we have done strength training on the stream before. I want to say our character started out with like 30 or so, and we ended the stream with like high 80s. That was on a Scorchlander. It was like, I think like a 3-hour long stream. We could have gotten higher if I trained like optimally. We were basically trained in Skinner's Realm, fighting tons and tons and tons of starving bandits, which is not ideal. You know, the Ashland Dome is like the best place to go to strength train instead. Alright, I was kind of going for 98. That way our DR is like really high. I think I'll stick to that. We're going to go for 98. To wield the Stone Golem's weapon, you need around 95 strength with double lifter arms. Because you need 144 strength to use it. And 2 times lifter arms gives you 1.53-ish times strength. Yeah, Stone Golem can't even use her own weapon. Even if Stone Golem had double lifter arms, she would not be able to use her weapon properly. The only character who could use her weapon properly is the Southern Hive King, and he's an animal. So, that doesn't really count. I think Southern Hive King's like, what, almost 300 strength? Still hits like a wet noodle, though. You never did wield it properly? Well, here's the cool thing. Have you seen my anti-slaver guide on like how to recruit an anti-slaver? If you do that, and you get an anti-slaver with a broken level of attack, because attack also gives you attack speed, or if you get like a Scorchlander with broken dexterity, you can use a weapon that you lack 20 plus strength to be able to use, and still use it at full speed. If you get your, you know, dexterity or your attack up to like 500-ish. Which is pretty fun. Getting pretty close. We're just going for 98. That way our DR is, you know, good enough for me. DR meaning damage resist. As we only have 120 max health, I want to get as much damage resistance as I can. Without making it too tedious, you know. I wouldn't be against it. Because I'm planning on using a heavy weapon today, I probably wouldn't do it anytime like within the next week. But maybe after that we could do it. A stream like that, though, would be like a multiple stream type run. Because we'd have to get the anti-slaver, we'd have to train them. And depending on what level of attack they actually have, or dexterity, depending on who we get. I think I might go for a Scorchlander for dexterity, who knows, we'll see. That can take like 20 minutes to get like 1% at the start. Then like, you know, 15% to get, or 15 minutes to get like the next 1%, then 10, then like 8, then 7, you know. Starts getting faster and faster eventually. Alright, we hit 98. Oh, if you guys noticed, our legs have been almost untouched. That's because we have a 20 chance to get hit in our legs as a no head. Look at her strength right there, 36. That's the reason why I had my backpack off, so we were encumbered by a bit more. You know it took that long? You guess you didn't understand the bell curve thing? So imagine this, okay? Let's say... Oh no, it's absolutely not. Let's say we're level 101.5, right? Like level 101.5, we get like a pretty good level of attack on anti-slaver. For like a Shek one. Or like a hive worker drone. Or soldier drone. We wouldn't want to get a worker drone. Anyway. 101.5 means we will get experience as if we were level 100.5. Because 101 is where the bell curve is. So it will be extremely difficult to get experience at first. I want to say when I finally, like when we got a Shek character to train back in the day, when I did the anti-slaver run, I think I had like 101.71% attack. Something like that. I had like 101.7 something attack. And even then it took an eternity to get like even 1% to show up. It's a hassle. Leave me alone, big thing. Had to activate sneak there to lose him. All good now. Okay. Little turds. Oh, and heads up, by the way. We've gone through 169 charges of repair kit today. Yep. That's because when you get to a certain point, remember, it turns on itself. Like, it's a bell curve. So here. I can write down the formula real quick. Let's go graphing. Y is going to be the level multiplier. Like, the experience is multiplied by this value, with X being your level. Weird. There we go. You level 0, you get 1 times XP. You level 101, you're getting 0 times XP. Don't really know if there's a way to, like, you know, tell it to grab on to, like, certain values, but 101 will be 0 times XP. You get to 202, you get 1 times XP again. 303, you're up to 4. 404, you're up to 9. 505, you're up to 16 times XP. Yeah, as you can see right there, there we go. I got on 2 perfectly. And then, you know, all the way when you're at like that really high level point where you're about to hit 20, you're almost at 20 times XP. Now, in that video, when I got up when playing dead, this is the amount of experience I was getting at one time for getting up when playing dead nearby that group. So we take that multiplied by 20. That's why I got like 399.6 or so levels for getting up one time. Now, once the level multiplier, this thing right here, goes over 20, you no longer get XP. If that goes over 20, or if the base experience you get, meaning, you know, the amount of units you have nearby you when you're getting up when playing dead, when toughness training, if that goes over 20, you get no XP. So it's kind of like, yeah, why above 20 you don't get any XP? It's a limit. I feel like the limit was put into place maybe to prevent people from going to areas like Skinner's Row, going to the population and going like that, you know, where there's 12 times more mobs now, and then going well over the cap or the max level. Like, just like that. That's only my best guess, though. Beat up some puppies. Poor puppies. Alright, so we are now looking for... poor Lambat. We're now looking for the Western Hive caravans. Oh, hey, one spawned right next to us. Cool. Go ahead and trade them. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And I need those iron plates as well. I'm going to need more iron plates later, but that'll do. Awesome. So we can place down a small research table inside of the town now and learn how to make a falling sun. We're going to be training a little bit out of order now today. Usually I defense train, then attack train. I think today we'll actually go to Burning Forest to train up our attack, at least early on. Then we'll go to Mongrel to train up our defense, you know, the usual from there. Iron HQ later on, so on. Go ahead and heal up my health real quick. With a repair bed, 14, 17, not too bad. Okay, all good. Love to see that. Let me actually do this real quick. Awesome. I love those vendors, dude. The Hive caravanners here can have the most iron plates and the most building material of any NPC in the game. They are amazing. Oftentimes, whenever I do actually make a base, God, our backpack's so huge right now. Whenever I do actually make a base, I like to make it around right here. And I use those caravanners right here to buy supplies to be able to make, like, my auto miner. And, you know, like, well, auto stone miner. Automated hybrid stone mine, I think is the name of it. I don't do a lot of building, you can tell. I just realized I forgot to lose my limbs. Forgot to lose my limbs like I planned to. Whoopsie. We'll go lose them. Yeah, my bad. And we bought the Falling Sun blueprint at the scrap house. Like on day 1, basically. Have you ever done any runs on stream with a bigger party? You remember said you like them to last only like 4 hours or something like that? I have. In those runs, though, our goal isn't like to beat the game, it's to do like certain different little tasks in a way. I'll put it like this, okay? I think it was like less than a month ago. We did a run where our goal was to do every single research in the entire game. In that run, we actually did recruit everybody. Well, we recruited a lot of people at least. I think we had like 9 people, maybe 10. By the end of the run, I can't remember exactly how many people we had. But we finished that within 3 hours too, which felt pretty good. Because my old record for a run like that was about like 6 hours. So I had like cut my old best in half. Shows that I improved. But if you mean like an actual like fighting people, I haven't done a run like that in a long time. We have one character, it's on the villain arc. Good luck, man. You only are able to damage yourself until your arms go down below 0 health. And then they stop damaging you. If your legs happen to go down below your KO point, you stop getting damaged as well. Yeah. Alright, let's go lose our limbs, guys. Okay, yeah, I was confused for a moment. I was like, I don't think the run's that bad, you know? The run's fine. Well, thank you. Let's name the squad Headstrong. Perfect. I'll keep the faction name nameless. I'm a bit of a sucker for the default name in Kenshi. And I kind of want to go back on an answer I gave somebody. When somebody asked me like what I think the most powerful faction is in the game, Nameless. Because we can do so much more than the NPCs can. We can equip robotic limbs. We can not despawn. Most of the time. Whenever you quick save, make sure you don't click quick load before it's done saving. If you quick save and quick load too fast, you can cause your entire squad, or one of your entire squads, to just vanish and cease to exist. So be careful. But you know what I mean. Also, Nameless has the power to destroy the world at any time. You know, just, oh, new game. That timeline is now severed. Another question, I wonder for years, does the appearance of your character matter at all? Nope. Nope, not at all. Your character's hitbox is based solely off of your race. Like here. We go over here to Thrall, Skeleton No Head. This right here. Hull size X, Y, and Z. X and Z being like, you know, forward and back, left and right, Y being height. This is your hitbox. Even though it says click, it is your actual hitbox for determining whether or not you get hit or not. You can make your character as scrawny as you want. You'll still get hit by attacks that, you know, connect with your hitbox. It does not change PK. Unfortunately, it doesn't change at all. I wish it did. But no. Making short characters for dodging crossbows is not a valid strategy. I will say, the height of your character when using a crossbow does matter. Imagine we're using like a really short dude. Like very, very short dude, right? He has a crossbow. And he's like this high. If he shoots somebody over here, he's not going to hit him, because the arrow is going to come in contact with the rock. But if he's taller, he will shoot from a technically a little bit higher of an elevation, and he'll be able to shoot past the rock, like over it. So, in a way, if you have crossbowmen, it might be a good idea to make them as high as like tall as possible. That's like the only real advantage you have. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the only thing I can think of. Making short characters for dodging. Those characters, all characters have slight advantage. I don't blame you for thinking that, Deoxys. Because I've been told that a lot when I was first new to the game. People said that the size of your character does matter for how easy it is to get hit. It doesn't. It doesn't have any impact on it whatsoever, though. So I've been told that before in the past as well. But I've tested it. You can modify the whole size of a character to be like, you know, really big, and then make them as scrawny as you want, and they'll still get hit by like an arrow that's like right over here if you make it big enough. What if you're in a building with slim windows? You have to be a specific height. Well, there you go. Yeah, so it's like, it's up to you. You're like, what if this branch, you know, blocks the shot? You never know, right? All right, we are going to give a small little sacrifice here. Fantastic. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I already put them in there. Okay, so this part might be a little bit tricky because they're going to attack me here. There we go. We need our character to play dead and use tools because they will attack me for using tools on their peel machine. We need to break the lock because if you're in a peeler machine yourself, you'll keep getting interrupted and you'll keep having to use tools again and again and again, which you basically won't be able to break the lock, in other words. Okay, use strength. Lock's now broken. We get on in. And again, this is the only place in the game where there's a peeler machine that's here naturally, and the guys do not have an AI goal to put you in or beat the living crap out of you if you're inside the peeler machine. Our arm health gets a little bit low, and then we get off. Set free, get in. If you try to do this in the Southkin house or the North one, they would put you back in the peeler machine. If you try to do this in the HQ, they'll do the same thing, and they might also attack you. So, yeah. Leg health is about to be low enough for me to be able to repair myself, because I went down below my KO point. I'm going to spam click R, though. Oh, okay, we have to get off the fog bowl. Or, sorry, force the habit call into fog bowl. We have to get off the peeler machine. We lost a lot of blood there. You don't regenerate blood while you're currently bleeding, so it's very important for me to patch up all that bleeding and wait for my blood to regenerate real quick. Which doesn't take too long. We do have a heal rate of 3, which means we heal 9.6 blood over 22 minutes of game time, or, you know, oil, whatever you want to call it. Heal that oil pretty fast. Let me look down here so we heal up at full speed. Just in case we have 3 white items in your inventory, you want to put away armor and pants if the game won't let you. Yeah. Got some ramen. Ooh, nice. Enjoy your ramen, dude. Is it possible to make a mod that changes organic characters with robotic limbs damage on MA? Absolutely, yeah. It is. Here, PK. All you gotta do, go to items, weapons, go to fist, right here, change robot damage multiplier to 1. Now they'll do neutral damage. And to be clear, there's been a lot of confusion about the stats right here. Martial arts doesn't bleed very much. Cut damage multiplier does nothing. Skeletons do not do more cut damage than organic characters do with martial arts. They don't do more cut damage. They don't have scaling off dexterity for damage. Just skeletons take only 60% damage from martial arts from humanoid character. That's the only real difference that matters between skeleton and human. That and, you know, humans take damage for punching skeletons, but you know. Get back in. Take off my backpack real quick. Okay, legs are destroyed. Now we won't repair. Good. We're waiting for our our left arm to go down below 0. Once it does, I'm going to put a new robotic limb on. Because you only start taking damage in your vitals in a peeler machine if all of your limbs are below 0 health. So there we go. Now we stopped it. Nearly done. There we are. Fantastic. Alright, let's go. So I think I am going to do what I said I'm going to do, or what I said I was thinking I was going to do, which is I think we'll train up our attack to like mid high 70s by cranking up the population in the Burning Forest. So if the guy is still here from earlier who asked like how to train attack with multiple characters, we're going to be training there. We'll be able to show it off. You are? There you go. Hey, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I don't always know all the answers, to be clear. But I also do have a very, very clever chat that knows a lot about the game as well. I didn't learn all this stuff about the game just from, playing it exclusively. Chat helped me out, too. Over half my time playing Kenshi has been on stream. I think I have 4K hours on stream. Something like that. Hey, man, how you doing? How'd your stream go yesterday? Sadly, no tin can. Man, I wish I could get a tin can here. Man. No -5 attack for me. The city is thriving. Nice, dude. That's great. For those who don't know, we raided Zin yesterday. He streams. Really cool dude. Really chill. He is a self-proclaimed short stack. So, what is it again? It's pancakes, right? Yeah, pancakes. Alright, how's our wear damage? I mean, we're doing pretty good on wear damage. I might not... I'll top off my health. Might as well. Then we'll go to Flats Lagoon. We'll go train up our attack a bit. We'll crank the population up to the maximum. Hope we don't have a crash. Because Burning Forest can get a little bit unstable with boosted up population. Alright, let's go. Appreciate the premise of this playthrough. Somebody suggested it yesterday. Do you have any performance mods installed? Yes, I do. Let me see if I can't find them real quick. One second. There you go. These are the, performance mods I have. Optimization for NVIDIA GPU, Kenshi Performance Fix, Engine Mesh Updater, and PSO. All 4 of them are from Scarra. Yeah, see, Scarra on Nexus Mods. If you look up my Stunlocking Cat-Lon with a 20 stack character video, at the very end of it, 2 minutes in, I list all the mods I had active during that time. Here you go. Wish me luck. People aren't mindful enough for the Headless. I mean, the Headless should be heard too, Actually swap to the skeleton arm. That way you can attack slightly faster. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And if anyone's curious why we're training here, this is why. Pretty good XP. If you're playing an organic character, you can get a tin can, -5 attack helmet, without dust storm protection. And you can train way faster than we are here. Because that will give you -15 attack. -10 from the dust storm, if one's active. And -5 from the helmet. Hope you're having a good day so far. I am. I actually got gifted Helldivers, 2, from one of my friends in Pneumonia. And tomorrow, I'm going to be playing on his stream, multiplayer. I only did the tutorial. I've never played the game, other than that, today. I'm looking forward to playing with him. Also, I had some fun playing Borderlands 2 earlier today. Haven't played that game in a while. Getting back into it again. Enjoying it. Oh, Helldivers 2. See? I did the tutorial and then spent like forever trying to figure out what outfit I wanted. Yeah, I customized my look and completed basic training. I have never played Project Zomboid, no. One day I do plan to, though. How much wear damage do we have right now? Probably like between like 4 to 5, right? We don't even have 5 in our stomach or chest. That's cool. Wear damage will only display if you have at least 5 of it. Like visually, at least. You know, honestly, if there's one thing I could change about a Thrall in this run, it would be I would remove the plus attack bonus. I don't like having a bonus attack. That means my dexterity is going to be lower than my attack. Like, much lower. I don't like that. I do like the fact we have bonus to heavy weapons, though. That is pretty neat. We still have to train up our defense, by the way. That's why we're taking a lot of damage. Like, we're getting hit a ton. Their defense is real trash right now. And hey! Oh! Aki Veraking. I just noticed. I was calling you Viking earlier, wasn't I? Thank you very much for subscribing. Sorry for incorrectly saying your name earlier. If you have more attack, you get less XP. Well, here's the way to think about it, okay? Dexterity uses your attack compared to your opponent's defense to give you XP. Attack does as well. If you get bonus attack XP, that means your attack is going to level up faster than your dexterity. Dexterity is still going to be using your attack against their defense to multiply its XP. So your dexterity is going to lag behind quite a bit. It's one of the reasons why I really, really do not like playing Shek. Because not only do they have a bonus to attack, they have a reduction to dexterity. So it's even worse. Now, to be clear, if you're not playing solo, dexterity isn't too important. It's still very important. But when you're playing solo, dexterity is incredibly important, and that's why I care so much about it. So if you have like a squad of characters you're playing with, don't worry about like, you know, your dexterity not being the finest. It's not gonna hurt you too much, you know. We're getting like 40% XP now. Think we might move on to Mongrel now to go train up our defense. Then we'll go to Iron HQ later to train our attack up the rest of the way. Yeah. With the training dummies mod, that's why you were so low in your dexterity. Yeah, I have often told people that training dummies are a bit of a trap, and they will handicap your character's, like, leveling speed. Because if you start out training and you have, like, 30 attack, and your dexterity is, like, 1, your dexterity is really going to suffer. Now, it will eventually catch up, because it is still getting multiplied by your level multiplier as well. Like, at 60, you're getting... How much is it again? Is it 36%? I think it's 36% XP. Whereas my attack is getting... around like 7% XP. No, I think I did the numbers wrong there. Here's an easy solution. First, we're going to be going to the scrap house first. Let me do that first. So at level 67, we are currently getting our dexterity multiplied by around 11%, like 0.11. Meanwhile, our attack 75.44 is getting multiplied by 0.064. So effectively, we're getting like half attack XP right now compared to dexterity. I'm still so happy I was able to figure out the level formula. I spent so long trying to figure out how it worked, man. I kept thinking about the quote-unquote max level as 100. And then eventually when I thought about it as like 101, like I was thinking maybe it could be 101. I was like, okay, let me do testing where I see how much XP I get at level 10.1, 20.2, 30.3, and then I was able to find it out. Like, figure it out. I like a light bulb over my head. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, I'm onto something. Go up one flight. There we go. Okay, so we're looking for both a left masterwork lifter arm, and we're looking for left and right skeleton arm. Left, awesome. Do I really want to go for that, though? I know I want the lifter arm, for sure. But do I care about the skeleton arms? I could just go for using economy arms if I wanted to. And we'll see if they have masterwork skeletons. If they do, then cool. If they don't, then so be it. Let me grab a skeleton left arm. One that's higher than standard quality. There we are. We're probably going to get economy limbs today. Maybe strength train later. We'll see. Let's go ahead and buy a weapon. Considering that one. Skeleton 2. Do you have a weaker one? Edgewalker 1. No, I don't want that one. Do I go Fragment Axe or do I go Plank? Plank would be 48 on that one. That one might be good. I'm trying to find a weapon that I can use without doing too much damage. I could also just look in a different town. Yeah. Let's go. The thing is, I can defeat Cat-Lon pretty easily with like anything. I just want to find a weapon that I can use against the Storm Thralls without doing too much damage. Because we do want to get our strength up to at least, like, 50-ish if we can. Like 60 would be honestly ideal. Because we're planning on using a Falling Sun later on. So here's what I'll do. We're going to run by Squin for like the first time in maybe like half the year. I'm going to check the weapon store there. They do have a weapon store in Squin, yeah? Yeah. I don't visit there very often. We'll see if they have like maybe a decent quality fragment axe we can grab to strength train with and kill Cat-Lon with later on. Then we'll go to a high village, get ourselves economy arms, fingers crossed. The prototype quality ones. Then we'll go train up our defense in Mongrel, then go to Iron HQ to train our attack the rest of the way. Yeah. was kind of hoping they would have like a Catan quality fragment axe. That would have been ideal. You got the mod working? Oh, what mod was it? You want coffee? Well, go get some, man. Unless you don't have any in your house. If so, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to join Shinobi Thieves. I also want to try to get a small backpack. Like a small thieves one. Thank you, friend. Fantastic. Thank you. That's great. Best backpack in the game. Unless you're using martial arts. If you are, then you want to get a thieves backpack. Terminator character C made one in FCS. Oh, cool. Cool, man. Ooh, good luck with that one. Yeah, weapon shop. Awesome. Thing is, though, what qualities can they have up to? Oh, that's right. They don't have... Oh, they do. Catan. Okay, fragment axe. Come on, show me, buddy. 52. I might want a higher quality Catan one. Ah, darn. They don't have any better ones. Other than, like, a skeleton smith. Let's go west. We're gonna go visit Admech. I want to get, like, a Catan 2 or maybe Catan 3. Although with double economy arms, I can use that. I would like to be able to use like one skeleton arm with an economy arm. That way our dexterity isn't that bad, so we can attack a lot faster. We'll see. Discovered ruin. Yep. I remember back in the days when I would loot that ruin. I'd get my starting cash that way, so I could buy a large backpack or like a trader's backpack. Man, the memories. Catan 3. Do I want that one? That'd be like 68, right? Around 68 strength requirement. That'd be around 60. That'd be better. I want Catan 2. Awesome. Okay, high village time. Let's do this. When we get to Mongrel, we'll need to pull some Fogmen to town. That way they get arrested, so we don't, you know, for causing trouble in the town. Wow. Not a single prototype quality. I think the chance of getting prototype is 10% per? It might be 10, it might be 15. I can't remember for sure. Prototype right. That's huge. Prototype left. Huge. Alright, do we even want to use the link? Whatever. We'll you know, pay it forward. Like, give him thanks for supplying us with the limbs we needed. As we don't have a head, we permanently are treated as if we have 0 health in our head. So I'm figuring, hey, a lantern might be a good idea. excuse me, a good idea. That way it can repair just a little bit faster. Help kind of offset the debuff we have going on. $7.62. Okay. I just want to make sure I have the population set down to default. I also do have enough money if I wanted to purchase the Masterwork Samurai armor if they were open right now, which they're not, so. It was that idea. You can still do it when we're done training, of course. Oh, they filled them both up. Fantastic. Beat me to it. Guys, a crossbow. Take that away. Let's put it right here. There you go. Okay, so I want to train up my defense and my dodge. So I'm going to be dropping that. All good. I'm going to sell a repair kit for right now. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Masterwork left skeleton arm. Neat. To dismember a solo skeleton, is the peeler machine easier method than harpoons? For our run, yeah. Like for this run we're doing right now, yeah. But normally, I just use the harpoons because, you know, Deadlands Workshop, because it's like better for me. It's in the area where we're actually at, so, you know. We train dodge while we're laying down in the bed. We train defense while we are getting hit while standing up. And every so often, they'll decide to pick us up. No idea what triggers it. No idea what causes it not to get triggered sometimes. Who knows? Dang, that was like an instant, like, brain perfect pickup, man. Ah, they got me good. Man, they are just really, really aggressive with the pickups today, dude. Oof. That is slowing down our training quite a bit. Something about them today, man. They just really don't like us. So we're going to get our defense up to 90. Looks like they want to let me now. That's cool. If you guys notice our legs are like not getting hit at all, that's because we have a 20 chance relative, you know, to the rest of our body of getting hit there. On our left leg 20, right leg 20. Our left arm is an 80, right arm is a 60. Chest and stomach are both 140s. So, unfortunately, because we don't have a head, we get hit in our chest and stomach a heck of a lot more. Also, because we, you know, have a low chance to get hit in our leg, we get hit in our chest and stomach even more on top of that. You can go for 90. I think I go for 90. I'm trying to stop between 90 or 95 dodge, but I think 90 is good enough. Yeah, I feel like 90 is good enough. Defense is already 90. Could even go for a little bit higher on defense. As long as they decide to play ball. They don't want to play ball. Could we heal up that oil? Ah, darn, Fogman attacking. Yeah, I figured something like that was going to happen. I'll let these dudes beat me up one more time. Whatever level of defense we happen to end at is what level we're going to stick with. Kind of want to get 92. I haven't had 92 in a long time. Mainly because we just don't really bother to go for 92. Dang it. Ah, 91.51 is where we're going to stop. That's fine. Let me make sure I grab all my stuff again. That's mine, sir. Thank you. But don't you worry. Here. There you go. Soft pants, yes or no? Yeah. Yeah, let's go to World's End. We're gonna get the Masterwork Samurai cloth pants. Because I think I'm gonna be using them later on in the run. After we get those, I am going to go to Iron HQ and we'll train for attack. Potentially, I could go to Armor King and might be able to luck out and get one. Could also get a really good pair of A-Rives too. Might do that. Might do that. And let's not waste time. Go to Ashland Dome 3 to get it anyway. Yeah, we're fine. we'll go to where we know for sure it is, which is either the hat store or the armor shop in World's End. And if anyone ever sees the way I train back at Mongrel and doesn't want to do it because they're afraid Mongrel's going to hate them, look at our relationships right now. We're at 0. So long as you don't actually deal damage, you lose like negative, 0.05 right there. Relations. For just attacking the guards. The most I've lost before was negative 0.15. And that's because I kept having the guards de-aggro me and I had to re-aggro them. Which caused you to lose the original, initial 0.05. Ah, darn. Shop is not going to be open for a little bit. Go strength train a little bit while we wait for them to open up. Having double economy arms on is actually a larger debuff than having only one arm. Or having no arms. Say, 26 strength. Put it back on, a 17. Who were those guys I saw a second ago? Not sure. Oh well. Town not loading correctly, that's fine. You can fix it by saving and loading. I feel like 90% of problems you have in Kenshi, you can fix by saving and loading. It's like the cure-all of Kenshi. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be in the headwear shop. Open up. Dang, dude, that took a long time for them to open up. There they are. Called it. Why they sell samurai cloth pants in a headwear shop? I don't know. That's artifacts for you, though. Items of specialist to masterwork quality that spawn in different locations. Could also go to Black Desert to get myself a Masterwork right arm. I'm not going to bother. Well, Black Desert City, I mean. We'll definitely be stuck with using double lifters. That's for dang sure. I don't think I've ever told my character to go to Iron HQ from here, so I'm very curious to see where they turn out. Or turn up. End up at. Yeah. That's how it goes. And we'll train our attack up to 90. I'm hoping my dexterity won't lag too much behind. Yeah, I think we'll be good. The ideal kind of like level to head to Iron HQ, like for attack, is around like 60, I would say. So we are far over that minimum quote-unquote level that you want to have. So I should be able to hit 90 before everyone's knocked unconscious. Some weapons, like it needs like an Adachi on a skeleton, you might not be able to hit 90 attack at Iron HQ before everyone is knocked unconscious. Because, you know, bonus damage to humans, a lot of cut damage. If you don't let them rest every so often by, like, taking off one of your legs and feigning death on the ground, they might just worsen to death, which is not ideal. I'll keep that on, yeah. Alright, I'll stop clicking to move my character and let him just figure out how to get there. You know, while we're going past this area, let me find something real quick. It's called Screwball, right? Does anybody else, whenever they see Vane, think of this right here? Look at it, pink, pink and blue, pink and blue. I always think of this ice cream that I had when I was a kid from, like, ice cream trucks. And hey, look, they're red from the beak things. Perfect. Oh, man. 2-ball screwballs. Now, that's crazy. They're making it with 2 balls now. Huh. Never had that ice cream before? Really? Dude, that was like, that ice cream was my childhood, man. Growing up here in Florida, every ice cream truck has it. Other kids will get, like, the like, SpongeBob. It looks like an abomination. Because, you know, it's, like, sometimes, you know, not completely solid. Its eyes, like, drippy a little bit. I would get the Screwball, though. Love Screwball, man. So good. The best part is the bubblegum at the bottom. Man, even thinking about it makes me want one now. They probably sell them at stores. I haven't really gone to, like, the ice cream aisle in a very, very, very long time. Sell SpongeBob ones, though? Yeah. Those things can look really creepy, though. Man. Are ice cream trucks still a thing? Because I haven't heard one go by our neighborhood in years, I want to say. I feel like they stopped coming by after COVID hit. Never had ice cream trucks in Brazil? Oh, man, that's... Man. I'm sorry. I remember, like, once a week, my parents would actually, like, say yes when we would ask for some money for the ice cream truck. It was always, like, the best day of the week, man. Good times, dude. Good times. Inhumans, but aren't they robots at Iron HQ? You're right. You're right. The Nidachi with its bonus damage to robots. Wink. Alright. We don't need to make any, like, small shack or anything. We just get to go right in there and start training. But again, I recommend, if you're training on a skeleton character, a character who doesn't have much downtime at all when training, every so often, take your leg off if you have robotic limbs. If you don't, then, like, let them knock you out and play dead for a little bit. Let them bandage each other, because you don't want them to worsen to death over time. They don't have, like, the worst level of toughness, but they don't have, like, a really high level of toughness. So they will succumb to their injuries pretty quickly if you let them add up. Might go for a relaunch after this. The game's taking its sweet old time loading today. At least, you know, right now. Hey, before we start training, let's do that. Usually around, like, every, maybe like 2 hours, I like to save the game and relaunch it. That way it loads a lot faster. On my old notebook, I would never do this though, because launching Kenshi on my old notebook could take like 2 to 3 minutes. So, yeah. It's probably not for everybody. There you go. Yeah, look, it's running much more smoothly now. Beautiful. Attack, and let's go ahead and run him outside. Alright, take a block off, and let's go. Oh, I forgot to purchase the Masterwork Samurai armor earlier. That's fine. It just means we'll take a little bit more damage. And that little bit of damage being, you know, the cut damage we're taking right now. That's fine. Because if we ever need to heal, just do that. Ta-da. Good as new. Next time I'll lay down in the spot where they can't attack me, though. At least most of the time they can't attack me. Because I do need to remember that we don't have, like, an insane heal rate as a no-head. At least we don't heal a lot of health as a no-head. We do have a good heal rate of 3. There's not a lot of max health to back it up. Please knock out that land bat. Low boss knockout. Kill it off. Okay, I'm going to quickly feign death for just a moment here. They fought against the land bat. I want to make sure that they're not going to, like, worsen. Okay, let's go. And the spot I was referring to when I said we'll lay down the spot where they can't attack me, well, mostly, is you click to lay down right here, then you click sleep on this one. Only the units on the very top floor can actually hit you from here. And they don't hit you very frequently. Keep on training. You want to keep hold active here, and I would say the most important thing to have when you train here is at least 90 toughness. At least specialist quality heavy armor. And you want to have at least like 70 defense, although I'd really recommend 80 plus. Lay down right there. Lay down right there. Now there. There you go. Alright, good deal. Again, we have a heal rate of 3, but we only have 120 max health, which means over 22 minutes I heal 3.6 health, which is not a lot. Not counting wear damage. If our maximum health is reduced due to wear damage, we do heal even slower. On top of that, we don't have a head, so we're not getting hit in our head. So that's why our chest and stomach are getting hit even more often. On top of the fact that we have a only 20 chance to get hit in our legs. That's why we seem extremely squishy right now. It's because we are. If these dudes had like an 80 chance to get hit in their leg, like nearly, well, every playable race, humanoid playable race you can play, by default, they would be so much better. But, we're playing a no-head, we're going to play a default no-head, you know? May need to go back and feign death again for a moment. They're not too bad, but there's probably a few guys who are, so let's go ahead and feign death real quick, right over here. The way cut damage works, let's say a unit has 30% of their health in cut damage. Another guy has 40%. If they have the same wound regeneration speed, the dude with 40 health, in the amount of time for him to lose 2 health, the other guy will lose 1 health. Basically, at 40 cut damage, they worsen twice as fast as 30. 50 worsens 3 times faster than 30. 60, 4 times faster than 30. So, when you get to like the really high percentages of cut damage, it gets really bad. And once they get to 100% of their health in cut damage, it basically quadruples. It doubles twice, in other words. So if a character lost, like, let's say 5 health when they had 90% cut damage, when they have 100% cut damage, they'll lose 20 health in that amount of time. That's why when I see like 1 or 2 guys with like maybe like 40 or 50 or so cut damage, I want to let them rest for a second and patch each other up. That's our 86 right now. Dexterity only 81. Oof. You finished Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh, that's the one that had all like the controversy and stuff, right? I was thinking for a minute that was like one I played before, but no, I played Black Flag, I played 2, and I played Brotherhood. I do like it. Getting 1 to 4% per swing right now. Not too shabby. Gameplay was fine. Story, not so much. Ended up and it's like, that's it. When it ended. Yeah. Well, at least the gameplay was good. That's what matters in the end to me, I feel. I know I had a few of my friends who really were not happy about a lot of the stuff with Shadows. I never really was that much of like an A Creed player. So, it didn't bother me that much because, you know, I'm not playing the game, but... One guy unconscious. Ooh, he has a lot of cut damage on his head. If you want to train here with multiple characters, I would still recommend doing it one at a time. And I would recommend beating up crab raiders nearby. Crab raiders control around here, or like the crags, or sorry, the pits, or the pits east. Take their helmet and take their chest armor. And give it to these guys whenever you knock them out. If you do that, they'll be fully immune to the acid rain. And they'll also be a lot more tanky. That way your guys can train on them without worrying about potentially killing them off. When we trained on our anti-saber character, the one that we had to train like an entire stream to get our attack up to like 500, we did that. We beat up crab raiders, gave them the crab helmet and the crab armor. That way they wouldn't get, you know, taken out too fast. And to be clear, in that run, we also did play with the population increase. We had the squad size capped out. So instead of there being like around 40, I think it's like 48? Or is it 48 to 54? It's something like that range of units being here. There were like 100. That way, if a few of them did die, which a few of them did die over time, because of, you know, just neglect, we were still able to keep training on the other ones that, you know, were still alive. Hey, cool, we knocked out Elder. Good. We hit 90 attack. Right, I think I'll keep swinging a few more times. These guys don't have very long left. Like, they're gonna kick the bucket pretty soon. Yeah, look at their health. So I'll just let my character keep fighting until, the guys here are knocked out. It went really fast to 90? Oh yeah, you can train attack here really fast. I want to say one time we went from 55 with a falling sun on a scorched lander, up to 90 in around 13 hours of game time. We have never had that good of luck before. Never had it again. I think what happened was we had a bug spawn. You know how sometimes you can get to a town and there'll be like double the shopkeepers, right? That's what I like to refer to as a double, just a double spawn, to put it simply. I think we had one of those happen. And we had 2 skeleton bandit patrols at one time. We didn't even have to rest in our bed at all. We just pulled them all in the building and took no time at all to get ourselves the 90 attack. It was great. Lay down there, then sleep. There you go. Now, the main reason I'm continuing to train right now isn't really my attack. My attack's perfectly fine. I'm happy with what level of attack I have. I want my dexterity to be higher. Because again, remember, we have bonus attack XP, so our dexterity's lagging a bit behind. Do you think you found the most efficient strategy for leveling already? If we're not counting exploits, I feel in base Kenshi, yes. I feel like, yeah. I've tried looking at other options. No place comes close to our HQ for like high level attack training. Like nothing even comes close. It's crazy how good this place can be. I had tried off stream doing testing in other areas. What would count as exploits? Stuff like picking up animals, robotic animals, stuff like that as well. Putting them into beds, stacking camp beds on top of each other, stuff like that. But even with stuff like that, I still feel like you wouldn't be able to train up your attack as fast as we are here. Because we're getting, like, let's say, 8 times the amount of XP as we would be getting for hitting, like, a single unit, because we're hitting multiple people at a time. Oh, hey, that's a patrol that just came by. Neat. Also, one thing that's important to remember, you get bonus experience when you're outnumbered in combat. If you're fighting 1v2, you get 10% bonus XP. 1 versus 3, you're getting 20%. That caps out when you're fighting 1v8 or more. You get an additional 2/3 XP. 1.666 repeating times XP. So even if you could be fighting a unit like, let's say, Cat-Lon and hitting him, you still get better XP fighting multiple units here because you can hit multiple characters. You can ensure the hit on multiple characters. And, the experience is getting multiplied by an additional 2/3. That's what makes fighting multiple units that are kind of comparable to your stat level or a little bit below you better than fighting, like, a single really strong dude. Oh, but the other areas that I have tried are places like the Stone Rat Camp, because they have a pretty good level of defense. Didn't work because they don't have heavy armor, they have light armor, they attack way too fast, they do a bit too much damage. These guys are really good to train on because, well, minus dexterity from a shirt, minus dexterity from their armor. Their leader, even though he does have a Meato quality, cross-quality weapon, he has 10 dexterity. Even though he's naked. Basically, Elder has a thieving stat of 10, which overrides his combat stat level of dexterity. He should have like 70-ish dexterity. But because of his 10 thieving, he has 10 dexterity instead. So he doesn't hit as hard as he might, otherwise. He would do double damage, but he'd be pretty dang close to double damage. From what he's doing right now. Minus, of course, the minimum damage of 13, obviously. Like, look. He has 13 dexterity right now, because he hit us a few times. Poor guy. You try to get higher stats if possible for fun, you try to min-max your strategies. So, how much numbers you can stack legit? You're saying you want to get to, like, a really high level using my strategies? If that's what you're saying, if I understood you correctly, go here, go here. Font size multiplier, max it out. Population, have it. Then go to Iron HQ. Once you get here, set it all to 0.5. Everything here to 0.5. That way, any squads that spawn, like any patrols, won't really cause problems. And just train. You train way faster here when you have the population maxed out. Assuming you don't have patrols, disturbing you, which is why you want to have the population after the actual group spawns in. You know what I totally could have done today? We could have done a maxed out population run too. I wish I had thought about it earlier. Because I'm using a heavy weapon, it would have been like really, really simple. Now. Alright, so now I'm heading to Ashland Dome 3, where we can get our Masterwork A-Rags. We're not going to use them yet, because we still need to train up our strength. Which is why I have these right here, and this weapon right here. Little fella, leave me alone. I don't want to have to fight you. You might make me fight him. We'll see. Those are good. Okay, good, and I do have the tools on me. Thank goodness. I definitely don't have the lockpicking required to open up the container for the armor we want. So that's good. Okay. We don't have like a very good quality weapon, but that's so we can train. Have that instant knockout, then instantly getting back up. Don't get back up again, buddy. I'm sorry. Playing dead? Yeah, no. We do so much stun damage and so little cut damage right now with our current weapon that when we knock an opponent out, if they're in a fight with their friend, if their friend's in the fight too, they instantly get back up because their knockout time's in the negative. Stun damage until it goes over 100% of your max health actually removes KO time from your character. As you can see, he was playing dead right there. It's one of the reasons why I tell people Jeet, Spike Club, Mercenary Club are very bad. Staff too. Okay, they didn't notice me, good. Can't wait to get my A-Rags, dude, so I can have capped that attack speed. Kill him, kill him. Good. Yeah, there's Zhang. Come on, buddy. Let's go fight. And I need to remember to take his AI core. I do need the cash. Chest health getting very low. Let me back out real quick. That way, in case I get knocked out, he won't pick me up and walk me all the way over there. That's fine. Injuries to my head. Yeah. Got him. That's the one we gotta open, right there. That will have my Masterwork armor. And I'm trying to decide if I want to heal up my health before strength training. I don't think I will. Let me think. How far are we out? Would be as easy as going over here, then going back down there. Yeah, you know what? I will heal up my wear damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Use strength. There we go. There it is. Best armor piece in the entire game, in my opinion. It's so freaking good, dude. Plus 8 attack is insane. If I were to balance this item, I would probably give it plus 4 attack. Kind of like Ninja Rags have. But I wouldn't do that because I don't like nerfing stuff. I like buffing stuff. Assuming two characters have like the same stats. If you give a character this armor right here, the other character who they're fighting, they're using the same weapon, same everything. Except they're using, like, let's say heavy armor, or using any other armor piece in the entire game. The character who's using this armor right here will win the fight a majority of the time. It has the highest win rate of any armor. It goes A-Rag, Ninja Rags, then Death Coat. In terms of, like, best performing armor. Like chest armor. Alright, heal up that wear damage. Wonderful. And now we are going to strength train, so we're going to go ahead and max out the squad size multiplier. That way we can fight 360 Storm Thralls. Bigger number equals more fun. Heck yeah, man. I like how our rags are still, like, you know, there. We got no neck, but it doesn't matter. Got like a phantom neck. I like it. I should have grabbed the 2 other AI cores on the middle floor. There's normally 2 that are in an unlock container in Ashen Iron Dome 3. That's fine. So if you choose like leather armor, that's bad. Leather armor's great. I feel like armor, even weapons in the same class, all of them have the best in slot. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, some items are very situational. Like, what do you mean by that? Okay, gonna go ahead and swap to my heavy armor now. As we'll be training up our, you know, stats here. Alright, so we need a total of around a little bit more than 60 strength to be able to use that at normal speed. Which means I can put on this lefty right here and the righty, right? Yep, that will give me maximum strength XP. Let's keep those right there. I'm gonna put them in here. Ooh, hacksaw. I want that for later. What the heck, what am I doing? Just put this in here. Yeah, put that inside there like that. Well. Alright, time to strength train. 44.53. First swing gave us 27%. Yeah, not too shabby. Ah, yes. Wonderful. We're training with our brethren. Yeah. God, I love strength training. I remember back in the day, there was a dude who told me I didn't know how to play the game, and I must be playing modded. I mean, technically we are playing modded right now. You know, we're playing a Headless Thrall. But I told him that strength training via combat is way faster than encumbrance training. And he told me I don't know what I'm talking about. I obviously don't, guys, you know. We're strength training very slowly right now, right? I'm just a beginner, you know? You don't see a reason why you're using leather armor. Okay, so if you're fighting, let's say you're using martial arts, right? And you're fighting an animal. You want to use a dust coat. You wouldn't want to use A-Rags. Combat speed, don't get me wrong, is really important. in battle against humanoids. When you're fighting animals, you just want to tank through the damage. So if you want to wear like light armor, like you know, using martial arts, which you basically are pigeonholed into using light armor, I think that's the correct phrase. Dust coat is better than ARAGs in that situation. If you're fighting animals, you'd want to use like samurai cloth pants if using martial arts, as opposed to using armored rag skirt, as armored rag skirt has no harpoon resist whatsoever, and you don't want to take like that full, you know, straight damage. That'd be very bad. Doing pretty good still. Nice. But yeah, there are some leather armors though that aren't really great to use. Like Trader's leathers are horrible. There's like no reason to use them. Like leather vest, there's no reason to use over using like a leather shirt. Or, you know, dark leather shirt. But that's one thing I do like about Kenshi though. The fact that not everything is like, you know, the best. It's also a cool way to like, you know, find out when you're watching somebody if they might be like a beginner in the game. By just seeing like, you know, what armor they're wearing. Or they could just like an armor set, like the way it looks, you know? Like if they're wearing like mercenaries armor, they might be new. Or like actual armored rags. Or again, they could just like the look of it, because they do look really cool. Poor guys got knocked out there. Shame. Alright, we're about to stop getting max strength XP soon. Yep, see, we're at 109% now. Your stream used to have plated jacket and unholy armor. To be clear, plate jacket's pretty solid. I wouldn't use black plate jacket ever though. White plate jacket's where it's at. White plate jacket is basically the same thing as the black plate jacket, you know, except for the stealth, you know, no stealth debuff the black one has, if I remember correctly. But the white plate jacket only has a 5% dexterity penalty. And it's funny you mentioned the plate jacket because white plate jacket is the 4th best performing armor for my testing. Again, it goes ARAGs, fighting humans, you know, humanoid characters, 1v1. Same everything. ARAGs would be number 1. Ninja Rags number 2. Dust Coat. Then it goes white plate jacket. In terms of like best performing armor. So plate jacket's not bad. It's just not, you know, ARAG's level of good. To be clear though, like not much even comes close to how good ARAGs are. It's like if you compare a soldier bot to a skeleton, you know? Soldier bot is like way better than skeleton. Because of heal rate, because of hit chances. We're not counting the vision range, of course. So that doesn't really matter. Now, what level of strength do we want to go up to? A little tip, if you want to train here for like a very, very long time, well, depending on how you think a very, very long time is, or how long it is, whenever you knock out a guy, if they'll be able to get back up soon-ish, give them a repair kit, or give them a few repair kits, which you can very easily loot from the ruins around here. If you do that, when they're not in a fight with you, they will repair each other. That way you don't have to worry about them dying off. Or you could just like import your game, you know? If you want to like respawn them. And there is a trick you can sometimes pull off where you can cause the inhabitants of a ruin to completely respawn, but I have not been able to figure out a way to consistently trigger it. So, if anyone does find out how to trigger that, feel free to let me know, because I would love to find out. Learn from you about gifts, getting as many guardless katanas as possible first, yeah. Dang, left arm is taking quite a beating right now. Masterwork Armored Hood. I don't think Armored Hood spawns as an artifact. So I don't believe there is a Masterwork Armored Hood. Other than Armor King. You can also craft it, but you know. We've gotten up our attack up to 95 so far. Yeah. Although these guys don't have very high levels of defense, if you're hitting like a dozen or 2 dozen per swing, and you're also outnumbered, so you're getting an additional 2/3 XP, it adds up over time. Like, our weapon skill is now 91. Dang. You lift a skeleton next to the Armor King. You managed to get Masterwork Tin Can. Nice, dude. If you're okay with it, you can quick save the game before the Armor King is about to restock. Check his inventory, load back, rinse and repeat. The only reason I don't do that type of stuff on my stream is if I did that, every run would be like the same. If I got like, you know, Masterwork everything every single time. I kind of like the, you know, I like mixing up a little bit, you know, getting something new each time. Or not getting something new, you know, depending on how lucky or unlucky I get. Let me go up a flight real quick. Then go back down. There we go. That clumped him up a lot better. It's the last time he restocked. Let's say you went to Armor King on day 1, hour 0, which isn't possible, but let's say you did. He would restock on day 3, hour 0 then. However, let's say you weren't in the area until day 4. Whenever you loaded his shop in, meaning you came close enough to his shop for it to actually load in, for the most part, it's like, let's say we're counting Cat-Lon here. About like this distance is normally about how far you need to be, depending on if it's like a big town or whatever. Based off the last time he restocked. So if you got there at 4 o'clock then, or sorry, day 4, let's say day 4, hour 4. The next restock would be day 6, hour 4 then. Because that would be 48 hours since the last time you restocked, if that makes any sense. "72 strength. Hey, we might actually be able to use the Falling Sun at normal speed with skeleton arms. Nah, I think we'll stick with lifters. We get injured far too quickly. Well, if you want to do that trick, go away from the Armor King and just wait like a day and a half of game time. Far enough where it's not loaded in. Then quick save the game, swim, or I guess walk underwater to the Armor King. See if he has it. If he doesn't, load back to the quick save. Rinse and repeat. There is a way to check what time they'll restock using FCS, but it's a bit tricky. So, yeah. Alright, down with the heavy armor. Perfect. Awesome. We're all good. Now, I probably should go get the the better weapon real quick. Let me go do that. Let me find my artifact list again real quick. Artifacts, Kenshi. Ashland Dome. Let's see if we can find it. Fragment Axe, Edgewalker 1, found inside the lock container on the bottom floor, Ashland Dome 2. Good, I was right. Or I can get the plank, Skeleton Smith plank, no. Edgewalker plank. Ashland Dome 4. I'll get the Fragment Axe for right now. That way we can beat up Cat-Lon with it. Went to the ruin, I didn't even go to Dome 2. If you look on the Kenshi wiki, look at the artifact page. I made a list maybe 2.5 years ago of every single guaranteed item spawn in base game. And where you can find them in, like town-wise. That's what I was reading right there. Maxed attack speed and block speed. Love that. Okay, so I believe it's this container right here. If you take your strength, multiply it by 3.33. When the value, when you're using tools, goes below that, you can use strength to break the lock instantly. So that'd be like 345 or so. Dang, it's not in that one. Alright, check this one now. There it is. Requires a whopping 100. Is that 100.04? 100.08, I think. Strength. Which we have 113, so awesome. And we're only using this until we get the Falling Sun. From, Papa Cat-Lon. Yeah, they all are. We'll be able to actually kill them off now with the damage we have. Heck yeah, man. First hit will knock him out. Next hit will put him in the grave. If we hit him in the same body part, of course. Assuming that. Let me do a quick save real quick, because when there are a lot of bodies on the ground, especially in the Ashland domes, the game can get a little bit unstable. Strength training is very efficient. Oh, heck yeah, man. I mean, you saw it live, right? Works out pretty well. If you do it as like a soldier bot or like a skeleton, you hardly have like any downtime. We had to keep like going back to get repaired like 3 different times. But you wouldn't have to do that when you're playing like a normal skeleton, except maybe like once. We have 10 points of wear damage in our stomach, but they do not respawn now, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on what run you're doing. Break that with strength. There we go. AI core, thank you. Oh, and here's a neat little trick, you guys. Click on the Ashland Dome itself. Quick save the game. Quick load the game. Look at the bottom left. You can buy it. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this with buildings that you can buy, because you can cause problems with the AI. Like, yeah, you can buy a Tengu's building like that. You can buy Longin's building. You can buy the Great White Gorilla's dome. You can buy Science HQ. You know, the machinist headquarters. The problem though is if you buy property, if you make it marked, like if you mark it as private, the guys who normally live in that building will attack you on the spot because they think you're in a private area and you're trespassing. So be very careful with buying it from like towns, you know. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to book it to the west. I'm attempting to cause the guys that we beat up to be counted as if they were like killed. We'll see if it'll work. We're walking far enough away for it to unload. I'm also going to heal up my wear damage real quick. We'll do both of them. Yeah. Sometimes if you defeat enough units in an area, leave the area and then come back, the game will just despawn them all because it counts the area as quote-unquote, you know, dead. And it's like a by building or per building like thing. So the Storm Thrall dome that has the Storm Thralls in it will count as defeated, while Cat-Lon's dome will not. Alright, let's go. Let's see if it worked. If it didn't, that's fine. Maybe some corpses will have despawned. That's what I'm hoping for, honestly. Your next playthrough, you're living in Ashland Dome. I wouldn't recommend it. Ashland Domes are kind of like the Hive commune huts. Like, you know, the little triangle huts that you can buy and like buy stuff in. And that is, they're very difficult to be able to find a place where you can build something. Like, you can't build on the very top floor, except at, like, certain angles. You can't build, like, on the second floor. Or, I guess, floor 1, whatever they call it. Okay, they're still alive. The bottom floor you can build on, but only specific locations. Okay, Kira, I might as well show it off. I'll quick save. I'll quick load. We'll buy it. Now we live here. Whoop-de-doo. Hooray. All the buildings are removed now. If I go to build, I can place down a small research table here. But if I go up here, I struggle to find a location I can actually place it at. Same thing for up here, see? Wouldn't really recommend it. Also, if you want to use like power, you got none. You can't place a small wind generator down here because you're not going to get power, even though there is wind power here. You'd have to place it outside. Even if you do place it inside, it won't give you power, or when you save and load, it will despawn. So yeah. Honestly, the main reason why I bought the property there as well is I wanted to fix the guy who was stuck back here and get him unstuck, so hopefully I can kill him. But see their AI? They're not moving at all. They're just standing completely still. Effectively, we broke them. They'll still attack us because, you know, they're hostile by default, but, like, they're not walking off and just, you know, using the machine. Stuff like that. We might be good now. I just want to fight Cat-Lon without an interruption, you know? Is that so much to ask for? I'm actually really surprised they didn't die off. I guess we didn't do enough cut damage. That might be it. Oh well. I'm going to be microing the fight against Cat-Lon anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and, you know, start it up. I'll just pull him outside. I was not the monster. You telling me? Someone who's like a victim of you? Monster? Okay. We'll have Thrall come after us here. Unless, like, oh, that actually breaks their AI? No, they're coming. They're coming. Nice, first hit on Cat-Lon. Well. It was his left arm, so not that much. Not that good, but still. Oh yeah, they're coming. As long as Cat-Lon stays back, I am fine with letting my character fight this. I'm just trying to like keep him at a distance, you know? Because he will do a lot of damage to me. I wanted to bait him into an attack. That way I felt safe with letting my character attack. Ooh, close one there. No, absolutely not. No. This guy's at like 100 and, yeah, 170. Well, 169 now. But effectively like 170 damage. Our damage resist gives us around 60%, I think, DR? 62%. So no, he can't one-tap us. He can't even two-tap us. But he does do a lot of damage to me. Meanwhile, we're doing like 50 damage to him. I mean, honestly, not too bad. We have 147 damage output. It'll go up a lot more when we get his weapon. Heck of a lot more, dude. Man, imagine getting hit in the leg. I wish I could. Kind of jealous of him, dude. His weapon is the highest damage weapon. Total damage, if we're not counting martial arts, yes. Hey, Ed, how you doing, man? It's going pretty good, dude. We're just fighting Cat-Lon real quick. Darn it, he has that bug happening right now. If a unit gets hit down below 0 health in their leg, but not below the KO point, they don't get staggered when they get hit in their leg now. So I can hit him in his leg, and then he can respond with an attack right after that. That's filthy, man. Evil. It ain't right. Now we're hitting his right leg. The game's just, you know, digging it in there. And how you doing today, man? How's the day treating you? Chest hit, good. I messed up that one. I should just use 2 hands instead of 1 now. That was sloppy of me. Is the right leg below 0 too? Yeah. Both of them are. Cat-Lon doesn't play fair. I should have known it. After he took off our head, you know? Messing some stuff and working on video editing and script. Nice, dude. I've actually been thinking about what video I want to get out next. It's between like an overall like armor video, as in giving like a full rundown on actual like, you know, decent armor pieces, you know? The pros and cons of it. Also a weapon video. There's like a lot of things I have the idea to make right now. God, look at those leg hits, dude. Alright, our weapon. Nice. 209 damage. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Alright. Oh, I forgot to take his AI core. Probably should have taken that. Hey, Cat-Lon, get back here. Can't believe I almost didn't kill Cat-Lon for like the first time in like years. I had one run. I think it was like, might have been like a year or so ago. I think it was actually more like a year and a half ago, where one of my chatters told me I didn't kill Cat-Lon. when like at the end of the stream when I was talking, I was like, oh, okay, so we killed Cat-Lon, we killed Tengu, we killed Phoenix, we killed Isata, we killed Bugmaster, or defeated Bugmaster. And the guy just pipes in, and he goes, you didn't kill Cat-Lon. And I'm like, what? I looked back and watched the VOD later on. I didn't kill Cat-Lon in that run. I left him alive. I felt very stupid. You always talk about YouTube stuff? What type of video are you working on, man? If you want to share. Pokemon I read earlier asked them the mods about my Fogman rehabilitation run. I said I wasn't really thinking along the lines of UWE. It's really good for fog expanded hyper runs. You're editing your rock bottom solo run into video. Nice, dude. I can't wait to watch that one. Because I haven't really been able to keep up with all the stuff going on in the run. So a video together would be like, that would be good. But let's see. You said you weren't really thinking along the lines of UWA, but a couple people said that UWA is really good. Okay. If you're doing a Fogman run, and then just to be clear, I have a generally positive opinion of the creator of UWA. Like, I've talked to them quite a lot. He's a really cool dude. The difficulty level in UWE right now is way too high. There are some animals in UWA that, I can put it like this, okay? I had a Shrek with 90 toughness. One of the animals hit my character in the head. They weren't wearing a helmet. They did 121 damage to the Shrek, who had 90 toughness. Imagine for a second if you're playing a Fogman. Even with high toughness, even with good armor. That's a death waiting to happen. Multiple deaths. An entire genocide waiting to happen of your poor Fogman. I would refrain from using UWE in a run where you have very squishy characters. It's a bit too overtuned right now. And the mod creator is going to be nerfing stuff a bit, but they're going to be like, you know, doing it in, I believe they said like one big update when they do. Make sure double check something real quick. Yeah, I believe that's what they told me. What's the month right now? We're in August, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. They originally had planned to make like a bigger update, like pull back some of the things that they made more difficult. Around like a month after they made the update, they told me that they decided they were going to work on a bigger update and like change a lot more at one time instead of just a few things, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I would kind of refrain from that for right now. That being said, though, the Hive expanded run might be a good idea. I'm sure there are some. Do you have a Discord? Because if you do, I recommend looking up the Kenshi Discord. You could always ask people about like a Fogman run and like, you know, what they recommend. Because people in the Discord are usually a lot more conversational, whatever the phrase would be, about mods. You're afraid of, you think you're going to stick with crew prisoners? Oh, that's solid. That's solid. You're looking for things that might bring more visitors to your town, fix some issues with shop counters. I will say be very careful with any of the shopping mods. Definitely avoid the one that has the rich, like, wealthy guy. Let's see, Kenshi. Because, yeah, there's like one that adds like a super rich guy into the game. The problem though is the super rich guy has insanely high stats, like ridiculously high stats, will sometimes cause problems in a town because he might spawn as like a skeleton and, you know, go to like, let's say Blister Hill. And then the entire town of Blister Hill is like murdered. You gotta be a little bit careful with those mods. Again, the people in the Discord would know a bit more than I do about that one, though. I can actually try to ask a few of the people I know who play with a lot of mods what they recommend for like a shopping mod. They might know. Because I know a few of them are ones you want to absolutely avoid at all costs. Which actually reminds me, Ad, do you know how to look into a mod? Shopping economy enhanced. Shopping economy enhanced. Let's see. The only Crockett? Looking around FCS? Okay, gotcha. I was wondering how, experienced you were with it. Enhanced shopping economy, that one? Weapon and armor's been added to the list. That sounds pretty good. Not seeing any real complaints here. Usually whenever you go to a mod, go to the comments and then read like the first 5 pages at least. Like recent pages. And I'm not seeing anybody mention the rich, like, powerful dude or whatever. So that's good. And that one might be okay. Alright, so let's begin. Attack police chief, sit tight. Let them come to me. The United Cities are not hostile to you. I don't know what I did to get on their bad side. It was just a joke, you know? The prank. Hey, shopkeep, how you doing? No, you don't. He went to go try to pick me up. All that. And killed that dude. Good deal. Yeah, we're a lot more squishy, unfortunately, than a standard skeleton, as you can tell. By the fact that we've actually had to lay down to rest already. Ah, tech hunters. Stupid tech hunters. They attack me in self-defense, we defend ourselves. And, yeah. Now they hate us. Oh, well. Thankfully, we don't need tech hunters. Oh. Use strength. Be free. Be free. Be free. Oh, you already got yourself free. Awesome. Good for you. Be free. You too. Nice. That's like one of the best feelings in Kenshi. Is when you get enough strength to be able to break open shackles like that. Feels so good, dude. Oh, you guys are following me. That is not a good idea. Please do not follow me. You will die. Let me add help allies to my bar. In case anyone happens to get attacked, then my character should defend them. Yeah, there we go. You also add heal allies right here. Bad manhunters. Bad. He's got a crossbow and everything. They didn't take the ammunition, though. Unfortunately. Oh, it's a UC guy. Okay. Murdered a civilian for some reason. Not sure what happened there, but that's fine. Oh, there might be a noble nearby. Or that might have been the noble from the actual place back there. From over here, I mean. Okay, I can't really do much if they end up getting themselves attacked, but looks like we're all good right now. I do feel really bad, though, because they are going to absolutely get themselves killed. Just, you know, trying to follow me. Is that a right leg hit? Ooh, poor coin, dude. Alright, good deal. Bandage goes away. Bandage goes away. We take off the chest armor and the shirt. That way I can tell I've looted them. That is 4 out of 5 of the elite Jonin taken care of. There's only one more guy who has a bandage in that place. And we got him. Other than Tengu, of course. Tengu has a bandage, but he, fortunately, does not know how to use it on himself, unless he's crippled on the ground. Funnily enough. Poor guy lost his right leg. Tell me a little swift. I got you, buddy. He lost his left leg. Not his right leg. Hey, we'll give him a masterwork economy leg. There you go. Only the best for my buddy. Only the best. Samurai Elite dead. Good deal. Hey, little fella. Ain't no way. They just saved him again. They did. Use strength. There you go. There you go. He can break himself out when he wants to now. It's unlocked for him. Man, Brian is really not liking these guys. I mean, I'm not going to tell him what not to fight. He can just fight whatever he wants. You good, buddy? You want to fight that skimmer? Okay. All good now? Killed that sergeant. Dang, good hit, man. Tell you what, here. There you go, buddy. Here, medkit too. I'm sure you'll be just fine. Wonderful. Okay, let's keep fighting the throne room, as I believe I took care of all the healer guys in here. Yep. With our massively high level of attack, we should be able to clear through everything in no time. Did Tengu just lose an arm and go running? No, he lost both. Okay. That is the third time that we've been playing Kenshi in a row where we have taken a faction leader's left and right arm and hit him down below 0. That's wild. Let's kidnap him now. Let's go heal up wear damage and go take on the Holy Nation. After this guy kicks the bucket, of course, but we'll handle that. Put down right here. Thank you, buddy. Probably should... I don't think I've been here for more than 25 hours of game time, have I? Talk to you, buddy. No, I haven't. Okay, they've not restocked yet. Let's go to the Traders Guild vendor right here. I need to sell the AI core I have. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna sell one more, but I highly doubt that that's Tech Hunter, that's Machinist. Maybe they'll have 25k? Or they can have a repair kit that I could also... I was hoping to buy the repair kit and then, you know, sell it elsewhere. Oh, whatever. They don't got the money, it's okay. We'll find someone eventually. Eventually. Now, Holy Nation's going to be a bit spooky due to the fact that we don't have a lot of health, you know, 120. We're basically like a glorified Czech in a way. And we do take wear damage. So, that's not great. I would say, though, I feel like attacking a town is still easier right now as our race we're playing. Because we can heal up cut damage like that. A Czech cannot. We can heal up oil lost like that. A Czech cannot. Well, oil being blood, of course. So, if our character were to fight against a Czech in a 1v1, with the same stats completely, the Czech would win. That being said, though, our no-head is still better from, like, a micro's perspective. Or, like, just like a player perspective. Due to the fact that we can heal up so fast, you know? How you doing there, Tengu? How's your health doing? Crippled arms. The thing is, I would drop him, but he would be very difficult to catch up to. So I think here's what I'm going to do. Frequent. Set it back to rare. There you go. His arms popped out. I'm only doing that so I don't have to go under acid water and just dip him. And sit there and wait. He'll die plenty faster now, due to all the cut damage he has on his body. His body meaning his limbs that are lost. Yep, that bleeding ain't going away. And there are no allies of the UC here, so I can just keep him held in my hand while I go fight the Holy Nation. We can handle the extra weight. Like, we're not encumbered at all. One of the pros of using, like, light armor is the fact that you have, like, a ton of stuff you can hold. Don't have a medikit, do I? Okay, good. I want to make sure I didn't, like, start medicing him. If you have medic or robotics enabled at the bottom right of the screen, as a job, and you get far enough away from where you knocked a target out at, or defeated them at, a character you have on your shoulder, your character will medic them. Oh, he's dead. I kept thinking he needed to lose more blood, but I was thinking about the Phoenix, I was thinking about Stone Golem. Here we go. Already hostile to me. Okay, well, I guess buying property's out of the question. Normally I like to buy property, that way I can close the door behind me if I need to repair myself quickly. But, yeah, I kind of whiffed it there. Oh, well. Take it a little slow. Don't want to fight too many at one time. Nice. That's the cool thing about a Falling Sun. The damage you deal is so high, even if their armor does protect them, you still knock them into recovery coma. Like the weaker guys. And you might not think that the weaker guys getting knocked in recovery coma is that big of a deal, but it is. That means that they're not going to get back up again, and potentially hit us from behind, leading to another hit from someone who's more skilled, like the Phoenix, Perfect. And that guy's knocked unconscious, not recovery coma, but that's still fine. Nice, the throne room noticed me. Awesome. There's Protector of the Flame. Okay, noted. Yeah. You always know when you have Protector Flame on you, because you start getting hit a lot more. Now, to be clear, he doesn't have, like, close to our level of attack. I mean, he's, like, 90 average attack level. But still, like, a character with, like, 90 attack, when we have, like, 103, means he has a chance to attack. Is that a coma? No, it's unconscious. Okay. We'll let him get back up again. Unconscious again. I could just hold him. That would work. Heck, we'll drop him off right here. We're just trying to knock him into recovery coma. Or put him down for good. Either or. Be fine with me. Let me sneak for a moment. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep him held for now. Phoenix really didn't notice that. Okay, well, I guess I gotta steal something from him. Let's steal a cup. I gotta go back down here, then steal a cup. Trying to reign in this throne room. Okay, let me go down here. Let me steal grog, then run in front of him. Did you notice, buddy? He's playing very hard to get right now, man. There we go. Now I noticed it. Let me save and load real quick. His AI is obviously not functioning the way it's supposed to. this is why I normally save and load when I enter a town before I start fighting it. Because sometimes when you go from a far distance away, especially if you're playing with, you know, population maxed out in an area to train your strength, the AI can kind of, you know, break a little bit. No way to get him after me. There you go, you little creep. So I got salty there because he wouldn't do it, and then I had to get an actual hit on myself for him to finally react to me. So I got salty there. Whatever, get over yourself, buddy. Oh, there you go, perfect. I'll trade you for you. And to be clear, I wasn't trying to actually assassinate him there. We have, like, no assassination. Well, now we have 5.51, because we got 4.5 levels, base experience-wise, for doing that, but by doing that, he would actually follow me and attack me, is, the whole reason why I did it. And hey, it worked. Wonderfully, might I add. Now, I am still a little bit frightened of the Shet Kingdom. I believe Stone Golem can, if I have a little bit of wear damage, 2-tap me. Which is a bit scary. We'll see. I do wish they would send more. Yeah, they're working pretty fast. Yeah, they're working pretty fast. He's healing himself. He's healing himself. No, 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 that's not allowed, sir. Fixing his legs right now. No, sir. That's going to cause him to bleed a heck of a lot less because he was able to patch himself up a lot. Well, not a lot. He never actually got to his legs, so we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. Leg's going to come off very soon. There you go. Okay, we don't need them anymore. Let's go. With the amount of cut damage he has in his leg, he is going to bleed out in no time at all. There he goes. Dead as a doorknob. And let me do this real quick. Relaunching the game. And that way it will go faster. We did strength train on 360 Storm Thralls. So, yeah, I feel like this is definitely warranted. That way the game will load a bit faster. Well, a lot faster, rather. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, a lot more smooth. Love it. Alright, we'll rest up in a repair bed first in a hive village, and then make our way to the Shet Kingdom. We have enough money to buy a watchtower, which is great. Because we'll want to live in one. Well, occupy one. We don't need to buy it, but I would rather buy it. That way I can, you know, close the door. Wonderful. Yeah, I actually did not need this AI core, come to think of it. Goodbye. I'm still glad I went back to finish off Cat-Lon, because that would have been pretty embarrassing if I killed all the bosses we need to kill for the run. But, skipped on Cat-Lon. Alright, buy the property. 56k. Perfect. Alright, good deal. Not a fan of the fact that guy's playing dead and I can't see him. Here's what I'll do. Run out here, run back in here. That will get him to get back up from playing dead because now his buddy's in combat, yeah? Yeah, good. Okay. And both of them are in recovery coma. Good. Trying my best to pull them one at a time because we really, with our amount of health, can't handle too many of them at once. Still not pulled. Oh, it's dust storm and nighttime. Oh, that explains why we couldn't pull them from there. Did I get him? Home territory aggression. Fantastic. Good deal. Okay. Oh, clicked F1 there instead of F2, maybe. Hey, cool. My armor and my pants both protect me there. That's really swell. And somebody can't use a weapon anymore. That's rough. Put a bandage too. Pick him up, we put him back down. That way he'll have a lower knockout time. We don't know if he's actually in a coma or not. Yeah, he's not. He's dead. Okay. That guy we can throw off the cliff then. Or the roof. What is a roof but a man-made cliff? Yeah, totally. Get down there ASAP. Get him. Good. Ah, we pulled two. That's not great. That's very unfortunate. Who'd we pull? Oh, we got the stone golem in that pull. That's really not ideal. Fighting her 1v1, I'd be okay with, but fighting her 1v2, no sir. Okay, there we go. You got this, Brian. You're the smartest skeleton I know. That's an unfortunate stomach hit right there. Stumble into dodge, good. It's not the right way to block that attack, buddy. No. No. You can dodge the follow-up if you succeed. Oh, good dodge. Dang, the dust storm had to end, didn't it? Good. Left arm might go down below 0. Oh, we got her. We were counting that. With the W. Yeah, they're Brian. You fought the stone golem and an invincible. Good job. Now, we're gonna see if we can't put her down for good. Sorry to do this stone golem, but I don't have the most health, and I don't want to have to go by a high village to heal up my wear damage. So, yeah, I'm gonna kind of just take you out the rest of the way over here. Sit tight, buddy. Do not run after people. There you go. Holding it down, lock grip, okay. There you go, she's spending death. Ah, darn it. Don't be a coward. Back up. That is recovery, 1, 2, 4. Make it 1, 2, 5. Fantastic. That is stone golem taken care of. Ooh, not too shabby. We do have a decent bit of wear damage. Not wear damage, sorry. Stun damage. Stun damage is what blunt damage does to you. That's this empty health right here. But that's okay. We're not like in any risk of, I'm not going to finish that statement, you know? I don't want to will something into existence. Oh, heads up, guys. Tomorrow, I don't stream. Well, maybe. Maybe I'll see if I can figure out multi-streaming. Anyway. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on Pneumonia's channel. PNEUMOANIA at 9 o'clock p.m. So 20 minutes ago, basically, tomorrow. Gonna be playing some Helldivers 2. Never played the game before. Only did the tutorial earlier on today. So, looking forward to playing it. Let me give him a shout out real quick. That dude. So if you want to catch that stream, give him a follow and come by and watch. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to play that game. He was messaging me earlier on today and was like, hey, I asked him like, oh, are we playing multiplayer this Wednesday? And he said, oh yeah, I'm down for it. So what do you think about Helldivers 2? Effectively, that's what he was asking me. And he said, you wouldn't be disappointed if it showed up in your library magically, would you? Something along the lines of that. I don't want to like go word for word what he said. But then he suggested playing multiplayer, and I'm like, okay, sure. So, he very kindly gifted it to me on Steam. I feel so cheap. 2 of the games I've played with them so far are games that they have gifted me. Like Peak, and now Helldivers 2. I'll have to pay him back one day. I think we're doing pretty good, making some pretty good progress here. Wear damage and 19 to my chest. Take out the final one. Nice. Bugmaster, it's your time, buddy. Haven't been able to play Kenshi since July. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Left arm chest, fantastic 2 hits right there. Stomach hit into stomach hit. Unconsciousness, not recovery coma yet. Not yet. And why, man? Did your computer have like a problem? One second, I'm taking off display capture. Hopefully it won't go black, it might. No, okay, we're good. We're just waiting for little Mr. Bugmaster to get back up. Drive me. Bugmaster is dead. Did dried meat always look that green? Storage device failed? Sorry to hear that, man. He's like cradling his meat. I'm not gonna finish that statement.